totally sold on it from that, and it has not been difficult to do it.
What about your time?
Before the meeting happens, what we normally ask people is to write a little report on the letter to say, we're holding this meeting at this place and Sabina would like to discuss this things. And when we send the letters out, the circle of support, they understand the process from the beginning before they come to the meeting. So it's always vital to actually educate and inform the other circle of supports as well that why they're coming to the meeting for, so they can actually prepare and the meeting will be productive as well.
But I think it's good to set the scene every time and just remind people this is about Sabina, it's not about them, although they have an important and very valuable part to play in the process. Usually people are very content with that and understand that, and the meeting then follows along those lines, returning always to Sabina and what her views are as the meeting progresses.
You know, at the beginning of any circle of support meeting, it's important that people understand what the circle of support meeting is, and kind of, you know, they have to have this shared commitment to that individual as well to make sure that whatever they want, you know, they could actually do something about it.
The circle plays a brilliant role, I think, in getting everybody on the same informed net, for them to see Sabina, for them to hear her say things, and then to understand what we're dealing with, and then play their part in the how. It's just a nightmare in planning terms, because they always...
After every single meeting, there should be action plans on who is going to do what, and people should take responsibility on what they're going to do next.
I'm very lucky because the people that come here tend to be very well motivated and things like that, but that motivation sometimes needs kindling and you know, kept alive, if you like. The most important thing, and it's a thing that takes time, is for Sabina to contribute to the whole process and to understand it and to make her needs and wants understood and her wishes and dreams. So in order to do that, it does take time, and you could never be rigid about the approach to that.
You know, so there's no certain things like circle of support has to go on for 2 hours and that's the time. You can take as many breaks as you want. It's about individual what they want. They can set the room up how they would like the room to be set up. They could, you know, put the flip charts around the room. They could have a graphic facilitation. They could have a pictures put in. You know, however we can make individual comfortable.
Sometimes what we have to do, because it takes so long to communicate and get things out of Sabina, is to do some of the work beforehand and bring the outcome of that work to the meeting in order to make the whole thing viable. Those things that she wants to change or things she wants to aspire to can be made clear, and different people in the circles of support can bring their own ideas together as to how they might be met. This is a much more person-focused way of going about it.
In person-centered plan, the person at the centre will choose who they would like to invite. They could choose their families, friends, any other people from neighbourhood, from community, to come in their person-centered plan who could support the individual to achieve what they want out of their lives.
I guess that's probably why I'm here, because it's an illustration of how the person-centred planning and it being Sabina's choice as to what she does is being used. So yeah, I'm kind of an example, if you like, of it working.